to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders. And most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonare 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi. Igwe na-ekwe ọkụ na-agbasa ụzọ gabaga anya. Enye anyị ihe anyị na-achọ ka anyị nụma na ntị anyị maka na gị na-agị ntị gbogbo. Ị na-eme mmadụ obi ụtọ. Nke oyibo na-akpọ entertainment. Omenala ka ị na-akpali elu. Nke oyibo na-akpọ culture. Ihe eji eme ọfụma. Omenala n'ime obi ụtọ bụ eji mara gị. Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi. Azụ m na ọdụrọ ịkwa. Radio Mano, itu ne radio kegede 103.5 Ogidi, Ebonadi FM kinumi chara, obodo ya da boy, kegede anyị power.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Ebonadi 103.5 FM News Update. Today, Friday, the 27th day of January 2023, and the time is a minute past the hour of 6. Martin Ifanshuku Ekezie is my name. The headlines. Anambra resident doctors begin warning strike over assault of members. Lassa fever kills 1 in Anambra, 15 under surveillance. Gunmen kill APC chairperson, abduct others in Imo. Unknown gunmen kill female police sergeant in Imo. Customs train 600 officers in 5 years on trade facilitation, others in Imo. Customs train 600 officers in 5 years on trade facilitation, others. SEAL Team 6 kills key ISIS facilitator Bilal al-Sudani. 10 operatives in counter-terrorism mission in Somalia. Now, the details. Anambra resident doctors begin warning strike over assault of members. The Association of Resident Doctors Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Naut, Nnewi, Anambra, has commenced a 5-day warning strike over the incessant assault of its members, allegedly by patients' families. This is contained in a communique signed by the group's president, Dr. Chinwe Ndukwe, and General Secretary, Dr. Ebwe Obiora, and made available to newsmen in Oka on Thursday. According to the communique, the strike took effect on Wednesday night. It stated that the body had shut down medical services in the institution. It further stated that the association would no longer tolerate the life-threatening assault of its members. It charged the hospital management to ensure that those arrested in connection with the unruly act were prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others. The association had an emergency general meeting following the physical assault and near-to-death experience of its member, the communique added. Narrating the incident, it stated on January 22nd, our member, an internal resident, went to review his patient at the male surgical ward. On arrival at the ward, he met nurses who were rusticating another patient through cardiopulmonary rustication. In a bid to save the patient, our member joined in the resuscitation. Unfortunately, the patient died and the doctor was subsequently brutally assaulted by the deceased relatives. He endured over 2 hours of torture and humiliation before the late intervention of the hospital security and management. The association commended the Naut management for condemning the attack and making sure that the suspected assailants were arrested by the police. It, however, called for more measures to avoid a recurrence. The security architecture of the hospital needs to be overhauled and replaced with able-bodied unarmed local vigilante group or civil defense operatives. Management, as a matter of urgency, needs to recruit more resident doctors and medical officers so as to increase manpower and improve service delivery. Management should enforce strict adherence to visiting time and no patient's relatives should be allowed in the wards outside of the visiting time. We urge the management to promptly attend to our resolutions as listed above in the next month to avert any further industrial action, the communique added. Last, while 15 other people who are also hit by the disease have been put under surveillance, Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afamu Obidike, stated this in Oka on Thursday. He said the state's emergency response team was already responding to the recorded cases, while relevant surveillance measures are in place to curtail the spread. He said government has started contact tracing to round up and quarantine all those who came in contact with the patients for surveillance. We have recorded 15 suspected cases of Lassa fever and 1 death. The ministry is following the national guidelines in managing the cases of Lassa fever in the state, and we have started contact tracing to manage the situation and prevent further spread. The commissioner urged residents of the state to maintain a clean environment and ensure the disease from eating rodents as a way to avoid the disease. He ensured all to look out and always report any symptoms to the ministry for immediate attention. Gunmen kill APC chairperson, abduct others in Imo. Gunmen have killed a ward chairperson of the All Progressive Congress APC in Okwe, a community in Onu-Imo, local government of Imo State, Nigeria's southeast. The victim, Christian Ihim, was killed when the gunmen invaded his residence on Tuesday night. He served as the chairperson of the Umuchok ward in the council area. The attackers, after killing him, abducted 5 other chieftains of the APC in the community. Sources said the hoodlums shot repeatedly through the night, forcing many residents to flee. Gunmen also invaded Okwele, a neighboring community, and abducted a female member of the APC identified as Onyinyechi Egenti. The slain chairman was a former aide to Emma Ibediro, the immediate past national organizing secretary of the APC. When contacted on Thursday, the police spokesperson in the state, Henry Okoye, confirmed the incident to newsmen, but requested to be contacted via WhatsApp to provide details about the attack. He had yet to do so as of the time of filing this report. The spokesperson of the APC in Imo State, Kajetan Duke, also confirmed the killing of the ward chairperson to newsmen. I have confirmed that it is true, he said of the incident, adding that the details of the attack remain sketchy. Mr. Duke also confirmed the abduction of 5 APC chieftains by the gunmen during the attack. They also kidnapped 5 other chieftains of the APC, but out of the 5 kidnapped persons, they have released 2 of them. The APC spokesperson said, asked if ransom was paid to secure the release of the victims. Mr. Duke said the information he received did not indicate that ransom was paid to the hoodlums. Like other states in Nigeria's southeast, security has deteriorated in Imo State with frequent attacks by armed persons. The latest incident occurred days after gunmen beheaded the sole administrator of Idato North local government area of the state. Gunmen in December killed the Labour Party candidate for Onu-Imo local government area constituency in the state. The Nigerian government has accused the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra of being responsible for the deadly attacks in the region, but the group has repeatedly denied their involvement in the attacks. Unknown gunmen kill female police sergeant in Imo. Some unknown gunmen have killed a female police sergeant, Chinyere Obilo, serving in Imo State. Newsmen learned that the officer was killed on Wednesday when gunmen ambushed her and her colleagues at Ihite Junction on Owerri Aba Road in Owerri. The security agents were reportedly on duty when the assailants in a minibus struck. The criminals emerged from a nearby bush and opened fire on the police personnel. Also killed was a civilian. The slain female officer was attached to the highway patrol team of the state police command. According to a source, the killers abandoned the bus. The woman was dedicated to her duties. She was killed in a gun battle when criminals ambushed them at Ihite Junction on Owerri Aba Road. She was from Mbidi in Imo. A mother of 4 children who was very cheerful is gone. This is so painful. She was attached to the highway patrol team unit. The hoodlums abandoned their vehicle, Bosimo, which they came in with. He has been recovered and brought to Owerri, the source said. Newsmen reached out to Imo State Police Command spokesperson Henry Okoye for comments but didn't get a response from him at the time of this report. Customs trained 600 officers in 5 years on trade facilitation orders. As part of its drive to boost trade facilitation, human capacity development, and revenue generation, the Nigeria Customs Service says he has trained over 600 officers across its training colleges and commands. The Controller General of Customs, retired Colonel Ahmed Ali, stated this yesterday in Abuja during the International Customs Day celebrations with the team nurturing the next generation, promoting a culture of knowledge sharing and professional pride in customs. He said nurturing the next generation of professionals is vital for the continued success of any organization, which is why customs is promoting a culture of knowledge sharing and training to fulfill its mandate. Since 2017, we have launched life-changing command and staff training programs under which over 600 young customs officers have been trained. Apart from building competencies in core customs operations, they have been exposed to other core values of leadership, teamwork, emotional intelligence, and crisis management, among other areas that the service covers. The above essentials fall in line with our vision of strengthening the structure in NSCS through institutional change. Our prestigious Nigerian Customs Command and Staff College have been graduating officers who return as directing staff to the college to ensure continuity of knowledge sharing, he said. He added that the service will continue to equip its training institutions while ensuring adequate use and equal opportunities for officers to excel. He further reiterated the drive of the service in meeting its revenue target as stipulated by the federal government through the deployment of technology for service delivery. Now we move over to the foreign scene. SEAL Teams 6 kills key ISIS facilitator Bilal al-Sudani. 10 operatives in counter-terrorism mission in Somalia. The U.S. military killed a key ISIS facilitator, Bilal al-Sudani, and about 10 ISIS operatives in a counter-terrorism mission that resulted in no U.S. casualties, senior administration officials said Thursday. Officials said that after extensive planning and exquisite execution of plan, there were no casualties among American service members or civilians. Official says al-Sudani was involved in funding a network of ISIS affiliates around the world. One official said al-Sudani had specifically been funding and expanding ISIS reach throughout Africa and through the ISIS affiliate in Afghanistan. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin confirmed the assault operation in a statement Thursday afternoon, saying al-Sudani was responsible for fostering the growing presence of ISIS in Africa and for funding the group's operations worldwide, including in Afghanistan. This action leaves the United States and its partners safer and more secure, and it reflects our steadfast commitment to protecting Americans from the threat of terrorism at home and abroad, Austin said. We are grateful to our extraordinary service members as well as our intelligence community and other interagency partners for their support to this successful counter-terrorism operation. Protecting civilians remains a vital part of the command's operation to promote greater security for all Africans, U.S. Africa Command said. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra resident doctors begin warning strike over assault of members. Lassa fever kills one in Anambra, 15 under surveillance. Gunmen kill APC chairperson, abduct others in Imo. Unknown gunmen kill female police sergeant in Imo. Customs trains 600 officers in 5 years on trade facilitation orders. SEAL Team 6 kills key ISIS facilitator Bilal al-Sudani. 10 operatives in counter-terrorism mission in Somalia. Al-Sudani. 10 operatives in counter-terrorism mission in Somalia. You just listened to news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyishuku AKZ. Thank you for listening to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Once again, Good evening. So, thank you. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.